I'm Otto from the KOD Bowling Pro Shop channel, and today we're going to be reviewing the DV8 Severe Collision. It's a ASIM hybrid, so it's a little bit more aggressive, bigger core with a slightly cleaner cover stock due to the pearl parts. I currently have it laid out roughly 5 by 2 by 1.25. Yeah, my pap's like 5 1/8 over and 1/8 up. And this is basically my standard testing layout for all new bowling balls that I drill if I'm just going to like throw in league or whatever. Nothing too fancy. Pin above the bridge. Mass bias kicked about 30 degrees. And yeah, we're going to go see some shots and yeah, check out the new Severe Collision.
Alright, so for my first shot here, I'm going to be standing around 29 with my feet, looking at about 20 at the arrows. So that means I'm going to hit a couple boards left of it, like 22 with the actual ball location, get it to about 8 down lane, and yep, the ball looks pretty good. As you can see from the first few shots here, the ball really likes to be in the oil. It makes it through the fronts pretty well, but I am playing them pretty deep to get that ball laid down in some oil. After it gets down lane to that friction, you can see it really wants to make its move to snap back into the pocket. This is definitely exaggerated a little bit by the house pattern, but you can expect to see that kind of pickup on pretty much any condition, as the core wants to slow the ball down and get it into its hook phase pretty early. So on a pattern where the friction is less defined, this ball would still read the lanes in the correct spot and give you that smooth motion through the pins that you're looking for. Even here, when I missed quite a bit to the right, the ball saw that friction a little earlier and was able to correct back into the pocket, leaving me just a 10 pin. It was not a great shot by any means, but on a typical house shot like the one I'm bowling on, this ball will provide a decent amount of misroom to the right, which is very beneficial, especially if your angles are open and you're chucking the ball right like I am. This next shot I made was a lot better and a lot more similar to the first few that I threw, because I didn't shoot it directly to the right. The ball saw the lane in the right spot and rolled up nicely into the pocket. These next few shots were all in the correct spot, and as you can see, the ball effortlessly floats through the heads and stores enough energy to just completely truck through the pins down lane. After I hit the same spot for a few times in a row, the ball started to check a little bit harder down lane than I was expecting, and I ended up leaving a 9 pin. Because of that, I decided to bump one left with both my eyes and my feet, and I was right back to striking. Just for the sake of the video, I started to make some jumps to the left to really see what the ball could do. Here, I was walking around the ball return, sliding to the right side of the left gutter, and giving just the ball a little bit of airtime. The loft covered the dry parts of the heads and got the ball to lay down in the oil in the middle part of the lane. I kept my angles open to get the ball to the right where it saw the friction that I was playing with earlier and hooked back into the pocket. So even with a little bit of loft, this ball has no issues retaining energy and still makes it back to the pocket where it hits like an absolute truck. And the best part is I can toss it almost anywhere to the right, within reason obviously, and it still comes back to the pocket, at worst leaving a 10 pin. I was honestly surprised by how well the ball was doing from this deep with a little bit of loft, so I continued to throw it in the same spot for another couple of shots. I really felt this captures the ball's versatility, as I did not think a ball with this big asymmetrical core would be able to retain as much energy as it did and to go through the pins as well as it did from that far to the left. So obviously, I had to get in front of the ball return to see if it could keep striking, and well, it sure did. Even when standing on 50, lofting it a third of the way down the lane, the ball still got to the spot, made its motion, and ran the pins over. Needless to say, this ball now has a spot in both my tournament and league bag.
All right, so you guys just saw me throw the DV8 Severe Collision for a couple shots there, and as you can see, it looks pretty good from different parts of the lane. Obviously, we're bowling on a house shot, and it is a bigger ASIM. This ball really likes oil, so if you need a ball that's still good on most conditions, but you know, needs a little bit of oil to get down lane, still have that smoother motion, I would highly recommend this one. It rolls really well. It's very forward, not too snappy, unless you really get around it and shove it to the friction like I did. But that shouldn't really be too big of an issue on most conditions. House pattern, this ball might be a bit strong, but other than that, it's a really good piece, and I see it somewhere in my bag, either like when my attention star is just a little too clean, or the Ion Pro is a little too forward. I could switch into this maybe, and this will give me something that'll both blend out the mid lane a little bit better, still have a nice smooth reaction on the back end, but I don't have to worry about getting it through the front. I do really like this ball. It looks really good from pretty much all over the lane, as you guys saw. So make sure you guys get one in your bag if you're looking for something for the tournament season that's coming up. I'd like to thank BowlersMart Milwaukee and Bowlero Wauwatosa for letting us use their equipment and the lanes. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Didn't, it's fucking tugged it though.
I don't remember what pair we were on.
Oh, that was horrid.
Whatever
Simmer?
first pair that we bowled on, that was Mitch's pair.
All right, we'll see what happens. Yeah, something like that. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, that was horrid.
Jesus, Jeff.
All right, well, it goes Brooklyn pretty good.
Bro, just hit the whip.
Yeah.